up, Pleasantville? As you can see, we are in the holiday spirit here at PCTV. This is Hamlet, the Pleasantville Pug. And that's what I want to focus on today. The holidays can be very stressful for so many reasons: family conflicts, financial concerns, or even grief and loss. But if you can take a break from the stress and wrap it up in a box and put it on a shelf and take a moment for yourself and your loved ones, there are a lot of great local holiday experiences. With a little research, you can find things to safely enjoy. Make sure to verify their COVID protocols before you go. I discovered that coming up this week, you can see shows at several local venues. At ARC Stages, the educational stage shows are fun for all ages. There are 2 this week, and a holiday alumni show on Saturday. Go to arcstages.org for more info and tickets. At the Chappaqua Performing Arts Center is A Charlie Round Christmas. It is such a fun show. Westchester Ballet Company's Nutcracker is coming up this weekend. It has 3 Pleasantville residents in it. If you want to be more active, how about going ice skating? There's a rink in White Plains in Ebersole Park. You want to see some holiday lights? In Valhalla, the Westchester Winter Wonderland Light Show drive-thru is at the Kensico Dam. We did this last year and it was so much fun. You need a ticket, so make sure you check it out online. At Untermeyer Gardens, they have the Grand Holiday Illumination Light Exhibit. It's free and beautiful and so peaceful. At the United Way of Westchester in Mount Vernon, there's an indoor holiday light show called Illuminations with several interactive exhibits for the little ones, and it's only $5. It's a fun thing to do if there's bad weather. And finally, there's the great holiday train show at the Newcastle Historical Society in Chappaqua. Actually, the other day, I was reminiscing about the holidays with my dad. He spoke so fondly about his childhood memory of waking up on Christmas morning to find a beautiful train chugging along a track around a Christmas tree. His dad and grandfather would put it together every year on Christmas Eve. He continued the tradition for me and my sister when we were little. When I told him about the great holiday train show in Chappaqua, he said that he wished he could see it. Since he's in California, with the help of Georgia Frasch, we decided to make that dream a reality. So this next segment is dedicated to my dad, James. Hey, Daddy, here are some highlights from the great holiday train show. Check it out. What's up, Pleasantville? I am here with Georgia Frasch. We are at the Newcastle Historical Society at Greeley House, is that right?
That's correct.
And we are here for the holiday train show, and this is so magical. Thank you so much for having us. So tell us about how this came about. How did you guys come up with this amazing idea to collect all these gorgeous trains?
We have a wonderful trustee. His name is Richard Diefenbach, and he and his son are avid train collectors. And last year, Rich said, we should do a train show. And I said, that's a great idea, but there's COVID and we can't do anything right now. So at the end of September, when things started kind of opening up a little bit,
safer,
yeah, we said, maybe we could do it. Should we do it? Should we make the investment? We had not done anything in so long because of COVID. And we decided to go for it. And we started out just with Rich and his son Michael's train. And then through the magic of the interwebs, I started reaching out to other people, and we were slammed with vintage train sets.
That's amazing.
People that wanted to actually donate them because they didn't want them anymore.
Right. They take up so much space.
They take up so much space, but this is a very small house. It's a mid-19th century house. We didn't have room.
Right.
So it kind of grew and grew and grew, and more excitement mounted. We've done this show on a shoestring. I pretty much rampaged my attic for all of the decorations.
I see it, and
This is my house.
It's so holiday in here.
My
I love
house is bare, but my vision for this was really to have a sweet, intimate, old-fashioned holiday experience for children. Something that, with all of these new families in town, could bring their kids and start making memories.
Right.
And also for the parents, so you don't have to go to the botanical gardens and fight those crowds.
Right.
Because I remember that. But I think it's really nice to have something so local like this.
And you said too, even like grandparents are coming too with their grandchildren. I mean, it's so nostalgic in here. How old is the oldest train that you have in here?
The oldest train is 100 years old.
Incredible.
And it's been lent to us by Frank Shiner, whom everyone knows because he is so generous.
Love Frank, yeah.
And we love him.
Yeah.
But we have trains from lots of people. They're all people in the community. And we will have, by the end of the show run in January 9th, we will have over 2,000 people.
Have come through, wow.
Have come through. And what we found is, yes, you would expect that the children are excited about this. It's the adults.
Right. Oh, I walked in and I'm like, this is so magical.
It's the adults.
Yeah.
And it's very evocative of memories of childhood, which is really, really special. And train people came out of the woodwork.
Wow.
Next year, this is definitely going to be an annual thing.
Yeah.
We already have 10 people who want to donate their trains for the train show. So this was a template. I mean, we didn't know if we would sell 10 tickets or 100 tickets or whatever.
Well, good. I mean, hopefully all the ticket sales will help with your budget for next year, and then maybe if people want to donate a little bit. Did you guys become a 501c3 or?
Oh yes, we are definitely nonprofit.
Perfect.
We are completely member supported.
Yeah.
We don't get any funding whatsoever, and not being able to do anything.
Yeah.
Really, for the past year and a half, we've had to rely on only. But
Is that to the Greeley House, to the
to the
Historical
Newcastle
Society?
Historical Society.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we don't get any endowments.
So was this really Greeley's house?
This was really Greeley's house, summer house.
Okay.
Greeley and his wife Mary lived in New York City. He was the publisher and the owner of the New York Tribune, most influential newspaper in the 19th century. They had 7 children.
Wow.
5 of which died, unfortunately.
Okay.
But, back then...
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, there were no vaccinations or anything like that.
Right.
So they wanted a weekend home. Who doesn't?
And they ended up in Chappaqua.
They ended up in Chappaqua because Greeley was a gentleman farmer. And this was all farmland, as were all the outlying towns, Pleasantville, Mount Kisco, And he owned all of this property where the Bell School sits, the library, the police station, the train station. He owned all of that, and he farmed it. And so he would come up on the weekends, and the train at that point came to Chappaqua.
Okay, which is like right there, so that's fun.
It's actually, it was right at the end of King Street, where Scattered Books and Breeze, and that's really where the train was, not where it is now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so Greeley's daughters, Ida and Gabriella, their bedroom is upstairs. They used to be able to, on a Friday night, go upstairs and see all the way to the train station to see when Papa came home.
That's so sweet.
Yes, they did live here for many, many years. It was their weekend home.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, what a joy to have like this, and even like you can imagine, he could have had a train that was this old, and
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, this one's a little bit too young for Greeley, but yes, it's very nostalgic. We have a lot of toys from the 19th century downstairs in our kitchen, which we have on display. And when the house is set up, we used to do second grade tours before COVID, and we did them for the whole district, and it was very interesting when the little ones would come and we would show them the things in the kitchen and have them do a scavenger hunt. Like, what do you think this is? What do you think that is? And it's interesting how much those things are precursors to what we have now.
Sure.
But of course, the big takeaway was the chamber pot.
Well, we're all grateful for indoor plumbing.
Yes, we are. It makes them very grateful too.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're going to tour around and look at some of the trains and sort of have that magical feeling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My friend. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Come visit us.
I'm here with Richard Diefenbach, and he is going to tell us about this beautiful train and a little bit about how it came to be in this amazing room.
Well, one of the challenges that we faced when we moved everything into this beautiful antique house is that we had floors that were uneven. So we had to put, these are 8 conference tables underneath this one table. And all of them had to have we had to put wood pieces
like
underneath.
Little shims, yeah.
Shims to elevate the table because trains have to be flat. So that was a big challenge. But then we had my son's trains. He has quite a few here. So about 10 of his trains are in the show, Michael's trains. And one of the big trains here is the New York Central, which is the 20th Century Limited. He also has a Niagara train here. We have the Santa Fe, the Atchison Topeka and the Santa Fe, and the Hogwarts Express under the tree over here. And wonderful storytelling here by Gray Williams, who's our town historian, who wrote about the train wreck. I said, we have to talk about the train wreck because kids love the train wreck. Sure. I can show you the train if you'd like me to run the
Yes, that'd be amazing.
The New York Central. Here's the New York Central going around the track. So the kids, when they get to here, see how it has to kind of move up this hill? And then they love this when we... So that's the New York Central, and we have another train here in the center that we can show you as well. I'll just stop this for once, and you tell me when you want me to keep going. All right, so that makes it around. And again, the horn. And it was this is a 72-inch track, so it's nice and wide for a wide locomotive like that. And this is a O-gauge train from the 1940s, which belongs to Mike McNavy. These things get a little testy because they're old. So this one's funny. You got to make this go backwards first, and then you make it go forwards. Each one of these trains has some little idiosyncrasy to it, so it takes a little time to get a chance to make it work. And then we have the big, we'll make the New York Central go around. And then if you want to try to lift that, because it's plugged in, I'm not sure. I'll try to see. It may not be plugged in, so yeah, there we go. So you can make it go around. Just take the larger one off the track, and then make that go around. That locomotive for the Yankee train.
Look, Daddy, I'm playing with trains.
It's so much fun.
That one goes so fast.
It does. It does. And to have all of these together, it's just so exciting for young children to see.
I love the lights inside of it with like the seats. You can just imagine who is taking a journey somewhere.
It almost feels like you're going on the journey yourself, which is the magical part of the train exhibit. And then you have a lot of wonderful stories about trains, how they went from wood burning to coal burning, diesel, and then electric. So we have all those different kinds of features on these storyboards. And then over there we have an actual costume, not a costume, but a conductor's uniform.
How fun.
From a person that lived in this town, Richard, and his wife brought it over and had it put up there for us. And he has another train inside there. We always have to have backup trains because it's nice
just in case.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've been working with Tom's Trains out of Ardsley to help us with some of this.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
This will be the last episode of What's Up Pleasantville in 2021. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2022. And remember, PCTV is your community voice.